everybody, my name is Joylyn.
Hi guys, my name is Devin.
And today, actually I have a new name for today.
What is it?
安杰丽娜裘丽. 安杰丽娜裘丽. It's very long. It's fancy.
That is. I have a new name as well.
What is it?
布莱德比特.
We're a couple.
We are a couple.
安杰丽娜裘丽跟布莱德比特. Can you guess who we are?
Should I tell them?
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, obviously.
So as you can tell, these two names are the phonetic translations, and Chinese doesn't work like English. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue the same way, so we have to break it down into more syllables. 安杰丽娜裘丽. But these words actually don't really mean anything.
Yeah, we basically have to find characters with similar sounds as the English name to make these names work in Chinese, right?
That's all there is to it, yeah.
So why did we change our names today?
We're talking about brand names and phonetic sounds. So in the Chinese language, lots of English brands are translated into really cool names that not only sound similar to English, but also the meaning is another form of free advertisement. So I think this is like a really smart way that Chinese advertisers have chosen to promote their products.
Yeah, and it's actually really useful because you won't learn these words in textbooks, but if you come to China, you're going to see them around you every day.
Yeah.
So I think the best way to teach them is just to get started with some examples.
First one, you probably would have heard of this somewhere, maybe on TV or you've seen it somewhere. 可口可乐.
So I think I know this one.
What's it?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. 可口可乐. So I like how it breaks down. 可口 means good taste to your mouth. 可乐 is something that can make you happy. So it's like a happy taste in your mouth. 可口可乐.
Yeah, that's an awesome name. What I really like about this one is it sounds like the English name 可口可乐, Coca-Cola. Even the way the characters look, they're very simple characters. There's a little bit of a symmetry to them with the two k's.
And the script is written like the English. It's like the C for, because actually for the English brand, the K from cola, the cola nuts was switched to a C to make it prettier.
Really?
Yeah, it was. And so in Chinese, it kind of looks like that too. Instead of CC, we have 可 and 可. And it's very pretty, yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, the actual meaning is like good taste in your mouth, which is what Coca-Cola is going for.
And it makes you happy.
Yeah, so this is a really excellent example of a phonetic translation. What are some others?
Okay, the second one. I have another food.
Okay.
赛百味. 赛百味.
That sounds a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, it sounds like you're angry, right? 赛百味. It's like,
an angry food?
What do you want to eat today? 赛百味.
Okay, but so I'll be honest, I do know this one as well, I think. This is Subway, right?
Subway. Actually, 赛百味. To break it down, the first one, 赛 is to race or to achieve or to beat. It's very aggressive or ambitious sounding. 百, 100. Way, flavors. So a race or achieving 100 flavors or hundreds of flavors, which is definitely possible with all your combinations of breads and meats in Subway.
I sometimes get worried about going to Subway because there's too many choices.
Yeah.
So this 百味 makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, definitely. So there's 赛百味. It's very ambitious sounding too.
And one quick thing about this, so 赛百味, that's not the way you would say Subway, the train that you ride on.
Exactly. So that's just for the sandwich, and then the train is something else.
So if I tell my friend, like, I'm going to take the 赛百味 to work.
They'll be like, 地铁.
Yeah, well, they're going to look at me like I'm an idiot, which happens more than I'd like to admit. Let's continue. Let's just go on. What's our next one?
Okay, so the next one I have for you, this is, there's two different ways to say it. One in Chinese is 奔驰. 奔驰. But I think the one in Taiwan, the Taiwanese brand name, sounds a little more like the English phonetic, is 宾士. 宾士.
Can you give me any hints with this one?
Bing, so it's going to be a B car.
Oh, it's a car. Is it BMW?
Close. Another B car. 宾士 or 奔驰.
Mercedes-Benz? Benz?
Benz.
Oh, Benz.
Yeah,
Okay.
Benz. So the one in Taiwan, 宾士, it's literally just the translation that doesn't really mean too much. But 奔驰, the one in China, means to race toward or something that's really fast. And that definitely describes the Benz, right?
Yeah. And one interesting note about this one, so the sound bun, there's multiple different characters and multiple different ways to say it, right?
Yeah.
Like one of the first bun characters you'll learn in Chinese is bun, 三声, which means
四声, 笨,
oh, stupid.
笨, 四声.
Okay.
Yeah, 笨.
So fourth tone. And
Yeah.
bun, what does that mean?
笨 is like dumb or stupid. So if you say a car is 笨, it's like it's retarded in speed. 笨, like 笨重 is like sort of big and heavy. So we wouldn't want to put that in the advertisement for the name for Benz.
Yeah, and this is what I was thinking. So if you were the advertiser in charge of coming up with the Chinese name for Benz and you just said, oh, bun,
笨
fine, that's
驰.
fine, that sounds the same, you'd actually kind of be saying like stupid car or stupidly slow speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's more than just the sound. The meaning behind the words is very important too.
Exactly. Okay, we have one last one for you, and this one's not as aggressive as the other ones, or not as happy sounding. 宜家.
宜家.
宜家. Do you know what 家 is?
家 is like home, house,
Home,
right?
exactly. So this is a home furniture store. 宜家.
Okay. Well, that definitely helped me out. I think this is IKEA.
IKEA, and E is suitable. So 宜家 is like suitable for the home. And I really like it because it conjures up an image of a really cozy IKEA display home where everything's lined up perfectly and each thing has its place. 宜家.
It's funny you say that because the name does make me think of that. It's a very peaceful name.
Yeah.
But IKEA is really popular in China, and every time I go to IKEA, it's the opposite of peaceful. It's 人太多了.
人太多.
Every time.
Crazy. And I think people really love the simple style of not having too much stuff. And I think a lot of cities in China aren't that big, the houses in the cities, so they need everything to be in kind of a compact space. I think they enjoy that sort of Northern European style of living, well, in theory, but in practice, they go and buy everything and stick it everywhere.
And they go to IKEA because I think it has a really nice name.
Yeah, and good
Yeah.
meatballs.
The meatballs are good.
Okay, I have a few more for you, and I want you to see if you can guess what they are.
Okay, so you're just going to give me some... All right, let's try
These
it.
are like places or things that I like.
Okay.
One of my favorites. 星巴克. 星巴克.
Starbucks.
Starbucks. So 星 is star, 星星, and then 巴克, the phonetic translation. Okay, the other one is 依云. 依云. It's a little. It doesn't sound too much like the English, but it sounds kind of romantic. Yun is cloud.
对，这个我不知道。
这个你不知道。依云. So 依云 is Evian. Evian spring water.
Oh, like the water.
Yeah,
Okay.
to rely on the clouds. I like the translation.
Like rainwater coming
Yeah,
down from the
exactly.
clouds. That's pretty.
星巴克. And then another easy one. 麦当劳.
Of course, I know this one. McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I actually have a funny story about this one. I feel like most foreigners, when they come to China, this is one of the first things that they learn.
Oh, they have to, because they don't like eating any of the local food, or they're not ready to try it yet, so they have to find the local Starbucks or McDonald's. So these are two really useful ones.
Yeah, I had a few Spanish friends that were studying in China, and I remember one of the first weeks they were there, they couldn't speak any Chinese, but they would go to me, they'd say, Devin, tomorrow we go to McDonald. So they instantly knew what McDonald's was in Chinese, but they didn't know anything else.
That's really good, actually.
It's useful, yeah.
And these places are important, but we're not gonna go to Subway or McDonald's or drink Coke every day when we're in China, right?
Well, that would be my warning, I guess, to all of our listeners. You will see these words and these brand names a lot. And just because you know them and we're teaching them to you, that doesn't mean you have to eat them and drink them every single day.
We'll do another episode on Chinese food.
Yeah, and local foods. But these are definitely useful to know. Okay, Angelina.
Angelina.
We've spent a lot of time already talking about the phonetic translations, like your name.
Mm-hmm.
I was curious, are there any brands or even celebrities, famous people in China, where they do a literal translation of the word from English to Chinese and not the phonetic translation?
I have a nickname for you.
All right, hit me with it.
小咖喱小咖喱所以咖喱是什么 What is 咖喱
It's curry, right? Like the dish.
小咖
So
喱
little curry.
Little curry. So it's curry. It's literally curry.
Oh, Steph Curry, the basketball player.
Yeah.
So you call him little xiao
Little
gali.
curry. Yeah. So actually his name, if it's all translated phonetically, it's not gali, but I think it's easier to remember if it's just like little curry because it sounds like the food already. So 小咖喱
Yeah, I'm going to remember that for sure. Now, this makes me think of another brand that I use a lot, and I'm curious about it. Apple.
Me too.
I'm a big Apple fan. I have an iPhone. I won't tell you the number because it's embarrassing.
It's a 5.
It's not a 5.
It's a 6.
But my question with Apple is, do they do a phonetic translation for this name? Is it something like Apollo?
Oh, that's Apollo. Apollo is Apollo, the god of war.
Oh, okay.
Apollo, yeah.
That's good to know.
Apollo.
But it's not Apple, the tech company.
Apple, the tech company, is ready. 苹果.
So literally just Apple.
Yeah, just like the logo. Not even no words. 苹果.
I think that makes more sense, right? Easier to understand.
And it's something that brands itself. Oh, I have another one. 微软. 微软 doesn't sound anything like English.
I have no idea.
微软.
微软.
Okay, so 软 is 软体. 软体 is software.
Uh-huh.
微is micro. Oh, I just gave it away.
Oh, Microsoft?
Yes, exactly. 微软.
So
That's it.
It seems all the tech companies are doing the literal translation.
At least maybe the famous ones, they're as straightforward as possible.
Yeah, that's a little bit easier, I think, for Chinese people to understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So I think that's all we wanted to go over today, right?
It's a lot already.
Yeah. Hope you guys aren't too confused by this. These words, the reason that I think they're useful is you're not going to find them in textbooks, but you will see them if you have Chinese friends that you're talking with or if you come to visit China. So they're good to know.
And it's also really interesting. It's a bit of like trivia that you can impress your friends with. Guess what I learned today? 赛百味.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun, but don't eat at Subway every day.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Eat some local Chinese food. All right, so that's it for today. I'm Joy.
I'm Devin.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Now, here's a vocabulary recap.
可口可乐
Coca-Cola.
赛百味
Subway.
奔驰
Benz, Mercedes-Benz,
宜家
IKEA,
麦当劳
McDonald's,
依云
Evian,
星巴克
Starbucks,
微软
Microsoft,
苹果
Apple.
ChinesePod, ChinesePod.